postings. Now we are in India and our company code also which is residing in India. So sometimes what our organization, what our legal entities they are going to do, the business transactions they are going to perform okay outside of India. Okay, let us take okay some we are performing business transactions into Singapore dollars. Okay, so now what we receive the invoice from the either payables or receivables, whatever it may be, or either purchases or payables, whatever it may be. Okay, while doing this in this process, okay, then we must have to enter the okay into their local currency because the transaction which has been happened into other than Indian currency after posting that business transaction means Singapore dollars. Singapore is a dollars, Singapore dollars. Then that amount should be converted into the our Indian currency. Okay. Now, how we can do the postings, such postings? Then what is the okay process to post the foreign currency transactions into the SAP system? Okay, we have the okay there are different kind of steps which are involved to post the business transact foreign currency business transactions. Okay, now and as well as our company code currency is a INR now which I want to post to the Singapore dollars. Okay, how system will understand because as you know I will show you one thing. I will show you one thing. Then the exchange rate okay conversion between the okay source currency and the target currency always it is every minute every second it is going to fluctuate. Okay, right. Let me show you the in India only the four currency pairs it is going to trade, but let me show you otherwise we'll do one thing. Singapore INR to SGD rate. Okay, Singapore dollars rate. Now if I give this one, then what system will say? Okay, then Singapore dollars. Okay, I will give opposite. One Singapore dollar SGD to INR. INR. Now see, now you can see one Singapore dollar. Okay, point zero. So this is a conversion factor, but something 54 rupees, something it is there. Something one ASD. Now you can see here 50. Now you can say 56.69. It is there. 56 point Indian rupees. Okay, one Singapore dollar is equal to the Indian currency is a 15.66. Okay, 15.66. Okay, how system will know? Okay, because the exchange rate now at this moment, at this minute, now I could see this is the exchange rate. Maybe now the time is 9:40. Maybe after 5 minutes, this might get changed. Okay, because every minute every second the exchange rate fluctuations are quite common. Okay, so that is the reason how system will understand. Okay, see now the market means the exchange rate market tradings are started. Okay, at the end of the day, okay, which where the exchange rate has been closed means at which rate the translation or the exchange rate has been closed, that one the system is going to consider, that is the validity for that day. Okay, system is going to consider that one. Now in SAP in order to make how the exchange rates will be maintained in system, because if I post the Singapore dollars into the INR, okay, I must need the conversion rate means one Singapore dollar is equal to how many Indian rupees. I must have to maintain that that exchange rate conversion factor. Otherwise, system okay, it will take the past date or whatever you are going to give into the system. Okay, now there are two type of exchange rates are there. Okay, exchange rate types. There are two type of exchange rates are there. One is a bank buying rate. Okay, this bank buying rate we can use for exports and that type is the exchange rate type is a G type. G type. Then the bank selling rate. Next one is a bank bank selling rate. This can be used for imports and as well as expenditure. Okay, so these are the standard rate what SAP has been delivered. Apart from this, there is a one more exchange rate, is a M rate. It is there. Okay, the rate is the M. D type. Okay, here it is the, this one is the B type. B type it is there. Then one more exchange rate is the M type. Okay, M type is the average exchange rate. Most of the cases we can use for the, okay, average rate for MMSD users. Okay, for material management and for sales and distribution purpose, we can use M type. Most of the cases we are going to maintain exchange rate, okay, at M. But sometimes if apart from these three rates, okay, if we want to any specific exchange rate which we want, then we can able to even create them also. There are no restrictions. Okay, we can create, okay, based on our client requirement, but I'm explaining here only the standard, okay, exchange rates which are available now. Okay, so let us go for the configuration. Okay, how system is going to understand. And one more thing, I will explain each and every step because these steps are very very important one. Okay, as a FI consultant we should aware. I will explain one by one now. Okay, so now when I am going to, remember, when I am going to the conversion rate. Now let me go to the, let us see the exchange rates what we have seen: G type, B type and M. Okay, the exchange rates. SAP NetWeaver, general settings, set countries. Now go to the currencies. First we need to check the currencies, means the currency types, different currency. Like in India we are using is a, we are call it as a INR, Indian rupees. For Singapore it's a Singapore dollars. For US it's a US dollars. For Japanese yens. Okay, for Malaysia, Malaysian ringgits. Means before going to post the business transactions, we must have to check in the system whether that currencies which are available or not, the currency codes. Now let me go here. Now you can see the currency. Okay, ADP. Okay, now it's a depends on, now you can see the country. Okay, you can identify, okay, currency, and you can identify the country. Okay, let us see SGD. See SGD. Now you can see Singapore dollars where we can see. Okay, then this is already available. Most of the cases now you can see 219 currencies, 219 currency pairs which are available in the system. In case if the currency which is not exist, then we can create that currency also. This is the step number one. Okay, before going to creation of the, okay, then decimal places means now in ECC 6.0. Okay, continue. Just this message only, warning message only. It's because these are the sensitive fields. Okay, now the decimal places, okay, means the separation. The separation, how we are going to maintain. Now you can see here the separation. It's a after two digits. Okay, okay. Whether I should have the, okay, three digits. Okay, the, I mean the separation. Okay, after five, after 56, whether I should have the three digit separation or five digit separation. Here that is what meaning the digits here. Okay, the decimal places. Now in ECC 6.0 we may have at least only the maximum, let me see, I believe maximum five decimal places only. Now you can see in ECC 6.0 we have only maximum five decimal places, but whereas in S4 HANA it has completely changed. Okay, in S4 HANA they have given the decimal places we can extend up to around 18, some I don't remember exactly the figure, 18 to 30 characters. It has been the S4 HANA has been given. Okay, now we'll see that one when we will be there into the S4 HANA. Okay, then we have seen the currencies, then decimal places, how many decimal places which we want to keep, then standard quotation for exchange rate. This is not required. Okay, standard quotation. Okay, let us check this one. Okay, this is also not required. Check exchange rate type. Exchange rate types. Okay, the exchange rate types, what we have seen, G type we have seen. See, G it is there, M it is there. Now let me check the B. B also it is there. Now you can see standard bank selling rate. What exchange rate we have seen here. Now the same exchange rate, if you want to, okay, if you want to any other than, okay, whatever the exchange rate which standard SAP has been given. Okay, now if you want to even, you can create your own also. Okay, you can create your own, but okay, now you can see here there are other exchange rate types also which are already okay defined. It's a business to business or client to client, it's a completely differ. Okay, now here you need to focus here, define translation ratios. The translation ratios, see, 1:1 ratio. Remember the translation ratios, it's a one only once in a lifetime. Means when we are going at the time of implementation, okay, the translation ratio we must have to maintain. But in between, means after running the business, okay, 5 years or 3 years, whatever it may be, if you want to change this translation ratio, this we cannot, you and me or anyone, we should not, okay, change this translation ratio, because it's a once in a lifetime. Remember, the translation ratios once in a lifetime. Okay, remember, I will mention here note, this is an important point. The translation ratio maintenance should be once in a lifetime, and do not do any changes, any changes in between, the financial year. Okay, in between the financial year means in between the in future. Okay, in future date, don't do any changes, because the reason being that what will happen now here, let's say for example M SGD, I will give is a Singapore dollars SGD to INR. Okay, what will happen here? I have given my Singapore dollar. Okay, the conversion 1:1 conversion in 2017. Somebody has maintained here the translation ratio 1:1. Okay, after using, okay, this ratio means in 2022 financial year, okay, we have posted many business transactions by using, this is not the exchange rate. Remember, this is the translation ratio. Okay, the translation ratio, we have, by using this translation ratio, we have posted a couple of business transactions in the system. Okay, for 2022 financial year. Now in 2023 financial year, okay, you would like to change this translation ratio. Okay, by default, by oversight, okay, if you have done changes the translation ratio, okay, then what will happen, it will have impact on our previous year postings also. Means the changes you are going to do in 2023 financial year, but it will have impact on your previous year posting, means 22 21 whatever it may be, so on. Okay, previous year postings also it will have impact. Okay, so that is the reason even SAP also suggested that, okay, don't do any changes, but the maintenance of the translation ratio would be once in a lifetime. Remember, okay, that is what. Okay, please be careful when you are there, when you are maintaining, but in real time you don't worry, the translation ratio and all everything will be provided by the business only. We are not the right person to decide that one. Okay, everything whatever the business inputs will give, then according to that inputs only we can do the configuration. That's it. Okay, nothing to do. Okay, our end is nothing. Then the translation ratios which are already
Sir,
maintained.
excuse me. Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
excuse me.
Yes,
I-
please.
This is for lifetime of the implementation or for only for one financial year?
No, 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 no. It's a lifetime. That is what I am telling. It is a lifetime of the implementation. Okay, it's not
Means
for the
for
one time.
means for $1 to one INR or something.
See, GBP, then INR. See, this is the translation ratio from Singapore. Okay, see, from Singapore dollars to SGD to INR. Okay, this is the translation between the currencies only. I have not maintained till now that exchange rate. Okay, exchange rate is a different concept. Okay, this is a translate. If I want to translate from one Singapore dollar to one USD, how much the rate would be?
Okay, okay,
Okay, and
okay,
also
sir.
this is once in a lifetime. As I told, this is once in a lifetime. Okay, don't do in between any changes. That is what I
Okay,
told.
sir.
Yeah, ma'am. Please go on mute,
Okay.
ma'am. Okay, fine. Now go back. Now enter exchange rates. Now here I am going to maintain the exchange rates. Now let me take this one. M SGD to INR means system will display the latest. Okay, that latest exchange rate what we could see is a 49 rupees. It is there. Then see now 15/9 2022. Okay, somebody has maintained. Okay, 15/9 2022. The exchange rate means between one Singapore dollar is equal to 49 Indian rupees. Here the maintenance, this is the maintenance what you can see here. Okay, one Singapore dollar is equal to 49 rupees. Okay, in India we have to okay, then this is the conversion. And as I told, the exchange rate day by day and every minute, every second, the exchange rate fluctuations are quite common. Okay, now maybe you may ask the question, okay, now if this is the case, okay, in real time, remember in real time, every day the exchange rate is going to update into okay, in this place. Okay, the table is that for exchange rate updation table is the okay TCURR. Remember, this is a very very important one table. Okay, exchange rate table, TCURR. Okay, TCUR. Okay, TCURR. This is the table. In this table, the exchange rates are going to store. Okay, fine. Means in real time, what will happen? Okay, we need to sit with the technical team. Okay, the we have to develop some custom program. By using that custom program, that custom program will be linked to our bank portal. Means in India, who is going to provide this exchange rates? RBI, Reserve Bank of India, is head for all the banks. Okay, so we have to connect that exchange rates. The link means our SAP system is going to link to that RBI portal in real time. Then from there the exchange rate will pull, then it will get updated into the SAP system. Every day the exchange rates are getting updated into the system. In case if the exchange rate job will get fail, okay, then we must have to do the investigation why the job got failed. Okay, what could be the reason? We have to provide the justification, and also there will have a finance impact also, because today my exchange rate is a, let us assume 56 rupees. Okay, 56.2 to something it is there, my Singapore dollars. Tomorrow it is going to change 57 rupees, then the impact will be there. That is the reason every day the exchange rate jobs, okay, are running, and those exchange rate will get updated into the system. Okay, then based on that latest exchange rate only, system is going to pick up that exchange rate. Okay, then what I will do, I will maintain the exchange rate. Today's exchange rate, what is that? What we have seen today's the exchange rate. Okay, now 56.66 is there. Okay, today for one Singapore dollar is equal to INR. Okay, what I am going to, I will maintain this exchange rate into the system. Then take this, copy. Now the date, you can just change the date is a 16/9/2022. I will give the 56.66 what I have maintained. Enter. Okay, format. Okay, no problem. Then I have entered. Now today's the validity of the exchange rate. Today's the exchange rate is a 56.66. One Singapore dollar is equal to INR. Okay, now what I have done, I have maintained the exchange rates here. Okay, now let me try to post the business transaction into the system. Now F-02. Okay, then one more thing. While posting the document, the exchange rate, the system, determine the exchange rate as follows. Okay, now condition number 1. Okay, see, if we are posting, the document on 16th September 2022, the system look into, okay, the whether the exchange rate is available for that day or not. Okay, first system will check whether this day we are posting the document is the 16th of September 2022. Okay, whether this date, on this date, as on date when we are posting, okay, if the exchange rate is there or not. Okay, if, remember, if the exchange rate is available, the system will pick and post the document. In case, remember, if the exchange rate is not available for that particular day, means on 16th of September 2022, the system will pick the latest exchange rate and will post the document. Remember, now what is this exactly? I will explain you one by one. The condition number 1. Now today I am posting the document. Okay, today I am posting the document. Okay, if this date on 16th of September, if the exchange rate is available for this particular day, then the system will pick up this exchange rate and it will post the document. Point number 1. Then in case if the exchange rate is available, the system will pick and post the document. Point number 1 and point number 2. Okay, in case if the exchange rate is not available, okay, in case 16th is not available, okay, today we are posting the document, then in case if this exchange rate is not available, system will consider the latest exchange rate, means the 15th September, what is the exchange rate which we have maintained, system will pick up this exchange rate and it will process the document. Okay, these are the two options by system, means exchange rate determination by system. Okay, exchange rate. Then the next option is okay, while posting the document, the system will determine the exchange rate as follow. Then if we want, okay, if we want to particular, if you want to enter particular exchange rate while posting the document, okay, while posting the document, this can also possible, but the exchange rate we have to, okay, the exchange rate we have to enter by manually. Means here is that in case means I do not want. Okay, this exchange rate I do not want. This exchange means the first my condition is that whatever the exchange rate which is available in the system, I do not want these two exchange rates. Okay, I want, okay, enter my rate means instead of 56.66, I will enter is a 57. Okay, that rate I want. Then that can be also possible in the system. Okay, let us see one by one. Okay, condition number one. First, let's see. I am going to post the document. Document type is SC. Then GA01. You must have to specify the currency. Okay, SGD here. Okay, when you are posting the currency. Now, what I will do? Debit is the expense account. I will take anyone, whatever it may be. Enter. I will enter 5,000. See now, the moment if I enter here, the local amount column which has been appeared here. Now you can see this is the amount is Singapore dollars. This is the local currency. Okay, now posting in SGD. Enter. Let's see what system will say. Value date is a must because since it's a bank transaction. 60/09/2022. Enter. Now you can see here. See 5,000. Now let us check here. 5,000 is the Singapore dollars SGD. Then INR, the exchange rate what we have maintained, the exchange rate what we have maintained here. Now you can see 56.66. Okay, then 5,000 into 56.66, 283300. Let us see. 2833. Now you can see the same amount. Okay, 28 2,83,300 rupees. Okay, after conversion. This is the option number one. Means the system is going to consider the, okay, the validity. System is going to validate for this particular day whether the exchange rate is available or not. Okay, now this is the option number one. Okay, if you want, you can display the document. I will show you one by one. I will show you one by one. Then simulate the document and post it. Okay, now the document 10008 has been posted into the system. Okay, now display the document. Either you can use a B03 or here itself we can display, doesn't matter. Now go to header. See cap option is there. You can click on this one. Now you can see here. Now you can see currency, from currency to currency, which exchange rate the system has been considered. Now you can see this is the exchange rate what we have maintained into the system. That exchange rate the system has been considered because this is the latest one and valid for today. Okay, who has entered, okay, when it has been entered. This is what in the document header we can identify, okay, the exchange rate from currency and to currency, which exchange rate the system has been considered. Now the next one, because where you can see only here is the local currency, just display the currency. System will display the INR also. You don't worry about that one. Okay, now what I do, the next one is the next point number two, point number three, what I told. In case if the exchange rate is not available, okay, for that particular day, the system will pick up the latest exchange rate. Now let us see what I will do. I will delete this entry. I don't want this one. Okay, that entry, see one entry has been deleted. I'm just saving this one. After saving only it will be valid. Okay, the data is saved. Now what I will do, I will post one more document into the system. /n f-02 today must give the currency is a SGD. Then I'll give just for 100. for understanding only how much the system is going to pick up. See, now you can see here which rate system has been determined. The system has been determined the latest one. Okay, if the exchange rate does not valid, means we did not maintain for this day, for 16th of September, the system will pick the latest exchange rate. Okay, 100 into, now you can see even after posting the document also, I will post the document straightforward. Now let us see the document number 10009 got posted, display, then go to document header. Now you can see here which exchange rate the system has been determined. It's the latest exchange rate. Okay, if the exchange rate is not available, the system will pick up the latest exchange rate and it will post the document. Then the next, the third, these two are the, okay, the exchange rates which are picking by the system. Now I do not want to the system rate. What I want to enter that exchange rate by on my own. Okay, now how to possible that one. Now enter here. After entering the SGD, now you can see here. Now this is the option where you want to enter your particular exchange rate. I will give straightforward 67. Okay, then system will calculate, or system will consider this exchange rate only. See, now exchange rate, okay, 67 deviating from the rate. Okay, system is giving the warning message also. Whatever it is there in the table, 49 it is there, but now we have entered is a 67, means the deviation is a 36% is a deviation, 36.73 deviation. Okay, as system rate, and what we have entered the rate here. Okay, that is what system is telling that. Okay, now enter. I'll give is the, then now you can see here what rate system has been considered. System did not considered the system rate. Okay, whatever the exchange rate which I want to give, that rate only system has been considered. Okay, then now you can see, even the exchange rate also here, which exchange rate the system has been considered. Now post the document. Now the document, let me display the document here. Go to document header. You can see here, you can see 67 rupees, 1 Singapore dollar is equal to, okay, my INR Indian rupees, 1 Singapore dollar is equal to 67 rupees.